Let's go over what we got today. The iced out packs. Were they good? I mean, the odds were solid. I mean, pretty much every one of these cards was like relatively cheap because of it. So the main question is like, which one of these guys should you pick up? Questions, answers. Julius Irving, two completely the exact same versions of it, to be honest. Jimmy Butler, who's one of the best defensive cards in the game. Bill Russell looking stoic in this picture, looking like Sub-Zero in this one. Hito Turkoglu, Paul Horizon, who literally looks like he's on trial for war crimes. And then this one, he looks like he's holding in a poop. Walter Davis, who I kind of honestly forgot was even in this set at this point. Franz Wagner, who should be on the Bulls right now, but you know what? We're doing fine with Vucevic, so I guess it's fine. Eddie Curry. Now, the market's weird right now, dude, because like none of the rest of the cards really fell in price at all. They've all kind of gone up in price. Like even Isaiah Thomas is more expensive than he was just a few days ago. It's actually kind of crazy. Now, there are some cards that it is worth looking into the market. Eddie Jones is way up in price for some reason. I don't know what this is all about, but he's like back up to almost 20K. I think it's due to rarity and a lot of people holding on to him. So if you want to make a quick 20K and you have this card, I would recommend selling him. Is that one with an unlimited shoe? Is that a 7 too? 9.5. Okay. Let's check Wang's price. I'm interested in him. Yeah, no, he's not really going for much. Let's look at the cards that came out today, the iced out players. Eddie Curry is basically a buyout at this point. Like, well, they're all buyouts, but I mean, he's basically discard value. I mean, Eddie Curry's like, it's a Ruby Eddie Curry. He can't shoot the mid range. He can't shoot the three. He has a little bit of a ball handle. He's like pretty solid defensively. I mean, if you want this card for collector level, by all means, or you're like a Eddie Curry fan or whatever, but there's really no other reason to pick this card up, at least in my opinion anyway. Franz Wagner. This card is nice, dude. I don't know what it is, but this card goes hard. I don't understand it. That rhymed. That was pretty cool. He's good, dude. 6'9" with a very interesting release. Now, you would think this release would be trash if you looked it up because it looks trash on paper. The release is Jump Shot 39, which is the same release as Sean Marion, Kelly Oubre, and Darren Collison, but he has the release 119 upper, same as like Jaylen Brown and Seth Curry. And it's really good. Like, I mean, really good. Now, he's a pure sniper. He's not going to bring you much in the way of defense at all. But he is 6'9", so he can get in the way and kind of disrupt stuff. That he can do. This card is significantly better than you would expect. Hall of Fame, gold blinders, like gold corner specialist, gold catch and shoot, fearless. He's pretty much got every shooting badge you'd really want. Only silver limitless spot up, but I believe it is upgradable if you want to go that route. It's not. Wow. He's still worth picking up. He is absolutely worth picking up. Walter Davis, I mean, if you can get him for cheap enough, he's probably worth picking up. He's like a little T-Mac clone with no hot zones, and he's just way better at attacking the rim and playing defense. That's about it. I mean, he's not even better at attacking rim. He's just better playing defense. That's basically it. I don't know. If you want to pick him up, cool. Paul Horizon is nasty, dude. You wouldn't expect a 6'4" white guy to attack the rim at this fashion, but he does. He's not really a ball handler. He plays much better at the shooting guard position, but he's really, really solid, man. If you want to pick this card up for such a low price, I totally understand. Hito Turkoglu's okay. I'm kind of curious to see what he's going for. I mean, Hito's all right. You know what I mean? He's a 6'10" small forward. Like, that's cool. It depends what his price is realistically. I mean, he was going for like 30K earlier, I think. So I'm curious. For 30K, I mean, I just feel like there's better small forwards to grab. But I mean, if you want Hito and you want something like Hito in general, 6'10" with a pretty okay release, like he's got shifty dribble style, I think, if that matters to you. Catch and shoot, dimer, set shooter, sniper, bullet passer. I mean, he operates as like a point forward. If that's what you're looking for, then Hito's pretty good. Then we got Bill Russell. Bill Russell is probably the best big man under 100K that you can buy. Personally, they're about the same price. I would go and buy the NBA 75 version because I think he's going to hold more value than the Cryogenesis version, which, by the way, Can we just stop and talk about cryogenesis for a second? It is the dumbest name possible. The dictionary definition makes no sense whatsoever as far as like why they put it on players. I don't really understand. Sometimes I think 2K just likes to say big words and they'll put them on players to make them sound cooler, I guess. I don't know. Now, Bill Russell, on the other hand, is really good. His release is not very good, but he does have catch and shoot, corner specialist, Hoff, rim protector, intimidator, and post move lockdown, which is really good. He's also super fast, very good defensively. He obviously can shoot. He's just not going to be ball handling. He has gold limitless, gold sniper, menace, hustler, silver deadeye, which honestly, silver deadeye is fine. As far as shooting badges you would need to give him, clutch shooter, hot zone hunter, which I believe he has decent hot zones. Let me double check that real quick. I think he has all 3-point hot zones, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he just doesn't have the very top of the key. Now, looking at the difference between Bill Russell Cryogenic and Bill Russell Regular, I want to make sure there's no distinctive differences between the two. I don't think there is, but it is important to take a look because, like, with Mikan, we saw differences with, who's the other one? Dolph Shays. Dolph Shays was the other one. Doesn't seem to be any differences. These guys are the exact same. So, I mean, if you want Bill Russell, go right ahead. Jimmy Butler. You can get him for around 180K. I mean, if that's something you want to do, then by all means. He's fluctuating a little bit. I mean, he's a really good card. He's 6'7", base 22, Hall of Fame pickpocket, difficult shots, clamps, interceptor, ankle braces, menace. I mean, he's the best defensive card in this game. If that's what you're looking for, then by all means, go pick up my man Jimmy. He can hold it down. I don't know, dude. I never want to spend that much MT on a Jimmy Butler. Why does this one have 640,000? They didn't even put any good badges on him. They just gave him Deadeye, Clutch Shooter, and Fade Ace. And I only got 14. I only got 400K for my Dr. J that I badged out, and I'm like really upset about it. So Julius Erving, for some reason, he is cheaper than Jimmy Butler, and I'll go out on a limb here and say that Dr. J is actually better than Jimmy Butler. Yes, Jimmy Butler is great defensively, but Dr. J is a complete package. I mean, one of the best releases in the game, Hoff Limitless, Hoff Sniper. He can also dunk really hard. Obviously, he has limitless takeoff, fast twitch, etc. Catch and shoot on Hoff as well. I mean, he's incredible. 94 3-pointer, only an 86 ball handle, 94 speed. He's just good. I mean, Jimmy, a good price for Jimmy would be, I don't know. I just feel like this is too expensive for him right now. It's actually tripping me out that he's more expensive than Julius Erving. That actually bugs me, dude. I do not like that at all. All right, looking at the NBA 75 versions of these guys, I mean, if you want Paul Horizon, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. Wait, who came out today? I already forgot. Yeah, Julius Erving. 80s, there he is. I mean, he's about the same price. I mean, if you want him, go for it. If you plan on locking him in, that's cool. I mean, you can get him for around 150K, which it's a good price for him, I think. I mean, if that's kind of what you're looking for. Now, did these cards cause any cards to go down in price? That's the key. I don't think so. I mean, Clay is still Clay, so he's expensive. Like, I'll be the first person to say I think Dr. J is better than Clay, but Clay is still the meta card, so he will be more expensive. I should have just kept Dr. J. I made a mistake. Oh, well, it is what it is. You live and you learn. This is why I always say, like, I caution people before adding a bunch of Hoff badges and stuff to a card. It can go wrong for you. It went wrong for me. I should just kept him and sold him later. It is what it is, I suppose. I have enough to go buy T-Mac. The question is, do I do it? There's just not very many of them. I should wait till later tonight and pick them up. I'm trying to find one with like clamps and stuff. If I could find one with clamps, that would be ideal. Because I just don't want to have to pay to put clamps on them. That's the thing I'm dealing with right now. As always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.